Hey, what's up YouTube? This is PureXVlog. Today I'm going to be reviewing my first 10 hours on FIFA 21. Make sure you like, make sure you sub, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so we're going to see here my first 3 goals from my first matches of my Div Rivals qualifying matches. So I won 4 out of 5, which I thought was pretty decent, got put into Div 3. Now I'm Div 4, didn't do very well. But I just want you to focus here on how I score the goals, like how it's different to FIFA 20, how it's not, and how that like relates to how they've changed it. So if we slow this one down, we can see if that was FIFA 20 there, I would have fake shot it into the box or something and tried to get a near post shot off. Because I know this year is different, I've curled it into the far corner, because for this year, some reason finesses and long shots work. So you want to be trying to do those as much as you can in every scenario, because near post is nowhere near as OP this year. Alright, so the next goal, which is here, you can see is just a counter attack, and I want to see how I work the counter attack. So I'm on fast build up on my custom tactics. If you can see, I'm just constantly one touch passing, one touch, two touch, and then I'm just through on goal here. And then here I ball roll the keeper. I do it quite early. It nearly doesn't work because ball rolls this year aren't as OP. It doesn't seem to go as far, and the keepers don't go down as much. And then this goal is literally from the next kickoff. So I ball roll here. Then I just 50-50 challenge. If that was me, I'd be annoyed about that, because they say they've added a new tackling thing in that stops that stuff, but it just didn't work at all. And then you can see I bang it near post, which is just very similar to FIFA 20 in that respect. And they say they've added all this stuff in that, like this new mechanic that makes tackling fair and stuff, but it just clearly is not from that. Okay, so the positive and negatives from the gameplay, I would say, is that positives is that the gameplay is different in the way it works. It feels different. The game's slower, much more passing is involved. You can't like just abuse stuff last year. There's different methods which are good, like crossing works this year, headers work, long shots work, stuff like that. But in other respects, like tackling 50-50s this year, they said they'd even that out, like winning balls that are deservedly yours. But that hasn't changed, I don't feel. So that's just the key points I think to take away from that stuff. Alright guys, so what you're going to see here is the user interface area thing, home screen. Yeah, that's the one. So you can see everything's all on one tab now, which I really like. I think it makes it much simpler, much quicker to get around, especially when you've only got 10 hours to do everything, if you know what I mean, at the moment anyway. It's a lot quicker. This is my team I'm running at the moment, 94k I think, altogether, or something like that. I've got in goal, I've got Areola. It's worth every penny I've paid for him. 4.1k to be fair, so not too much. He's played 15 games. Back we've got Lindelof and Kimpembe. They're both very good. I did have Tomori instead of Lindelof, but I didn't like Tomori. His like marking wasn't good enough. I do have anchors on both of them. With basic chem styles on, I don't think they're particularly good. But we got Rue, Gillion, and Lala as our fullbacks. Both reasonably expensive. I actually packed through Gillion out of I don't know, like one of the start packs, I think. And right mid, we've got a Kone. He is just, I love him so much. His pace, he says he's got 70 shooting. It feels a lot more than that. He's like, it says he's only got 5 goals, 7 assists in however many games, but he's definitely better than that. He wins me a lot of corners and stuff. For Kier, that's my midfield there. So I've got Ndombele at CDM, 9.4k. I'm saving up for Sissoko at the moment, but he's just was a bit out of my price range. Midfield, we've got Lo Celso. I can't remember his name. He played for Fulham, but he just wasn't cutting it in his passing, so I got Lo Celso. And then Bergwijn, left mid. He's just brilliant. I had to snipe him for 20k. He was like going for like 35, I think. He's really good. I don't actually get him on the ball that much, and the only thing that I'd say let him down is his weak foot. And then obviously up top we've got Calvert-Lewin, he's alright. He's not like, he's probably one of the players I'm looking to replace. You can see he's only got 11 goals, 7 assists, 3-star, 3-star. I like his physical and I like his pace, because that does fit the meta this year, physical especially. And this is my bench. I've got these guys, got Awar. I did have Awar in for Fakir, but when I had enough, and then I decided to play a 4-2-3-1, and I needed Cam. Alright guys, so objectives. Now last year, I felt like this was something they really missed out on, this big opportunity to get some good players into the game. And I know towards the end that sorted out, but I felt like there wasn't enough objectives, there wasn't enough milestones. I know they can only do so much with milestones, but still. And then like foundations as well, I think it's pretty good. I feel like there's a lot more content in there this year. There's a lot more chance to get packs early on. It's a much easier way of, because this would have been is a way to like get your club good really quickly, like lots of coins, lots of packs, lots of players under your belt, if you know what I mean. But last year you couldn't do that as much because it was really limited. But this year, so you can see that I've just grinded out the foundations yesterday trying to get it. The season progress is really good as well. You can see there's like freaking what's he called, Lacazette, Hualbernat, and Sabitzer. They're really good cards for this early on in the game to have. I'd probably choose Lacazette if I had a choice, because he's definitely my favourite player out of all the three of them. Sorry. Okay, guys. Sorry, I know I don't have a face cam for this bit, but I just wanted to do this bit myself and commentate at the same time. Makes things a lot easier, especially for my custom tactics, which is the final thing I'm going to be showing. You're probably like, oh, sick, he doesn't, no face cam, let's go, we don't have to see his face, but yeah, you know, we move. Right, okay, so my team at the moment is looking like this. I'll show you, I'll go on to my custom tactics. So, balance, I haven't done anything with, obviously, so this is what I play in game. I've really, for the last day or so, I've really been fiddling about with this stuff. I had it on drop back 2 and 2, but that wasn't, I couldn't get the fast build up there. And then I went to drop back and fast build up, but then I still wasn't quick enough, and I was too narrow. I was on like 2 width on fast build up, which I didn't like at all, and I didn't have enough players in the box, so I didn't get enough chances to score crosses and stuff. So here, this is what I did. I was on a 4-3-3 before. I'll show you which one. Was it this one? No, it was this one. But because I was thinking this year that could work with crosses being a thing, but I just felt like I didn't have enough support up top, if you know what I mean. It was felt like Calvert-Lewin and Bergwijn felt very isolated. And then if we go on to my custom tactics here, my instructions, sorry, you can see Calvert-Lewin is on getting behind, which I haven't changed anything else of him. I just feel like getting behind. I don't know, actually wait, should be on stay forward, on defensive support as well, sorry about that. I don't feel like, I just feel like him running through on goal with the 3 cams is that helps a lot. Get along with one-on-one situations. All you want on your cam is just stay forward. These guys, I don't actually think I did anything to. I've just left them as they are, because I didn't want them staying forward too long or pressing or being back and not up, because this year it's pretty important to have lots of options in attack. Especially these guys, I've got cut passing lanes, and then one will stay back and one will come forward. So Ndombele is the more defensive of the two, so I've got him as stay back and balanced, and then I've got him as cut passing lanes, and he can go up if he needs to. My fullbacks, I've got stay back while attacking on both of them, and then I did have overlap run on them, but I didn't. That left, like, if they say Bergwijn was going through and then they ran like past him, then that with overlap on that meant that, well, we just had a massive hole in defence, especially with only one of these guys on. They are both on cover wing, but with one coming forward, it was a bit difficult. And then Areola, we've got comes for crosses and sweeper keeper, super aggressive, just helps eliminate all crossing, because crossing is important this year. It just helps stop any of those a lot. And then if we, so let's confirm that. And then if we go to, I'll show you what I had for 4-3-3, which this kind of worked, but maybe I just wasn't playing very well. You can go like this with 2 CDMs and a centre mid, or you can go like this. And I'll show you, swap these 2 rounds, sorry. And then, so I had drop back on that, and then like 2 and 2, I think, and then I had possession with lowish width, and then like 4 players in the box, and then 3 and 3. And then instructions, I had all of these 3 on getting behind, just so like from left back I could play him through, right back could play. Why is this also there? Hold up, and that's stupid. So if Ikone was there, then Lala could play him through, and then I had one of my centre mids again will stay back and one stay forward, and then Fekir was just in that cam role obviously, and then everyone else was the same custom tactics, and that just, I liked it. I just felt like I didn't have enough options in attack, if you know what I mean. Alright guys, so I think that just about sums up today's video. I think that the key points I want you to take from this video is definitely buy the game. It's a good game. It's not, the gameplay is better than last year. It's slower, more passing involved, crosses are good, people were good at what they're meant to be good at this year especially. I think that the custom tactics this year are better, more responsive, and I feel as though the home screen is a lot more useful. Is that a word? I think that's the word. Is better, it's more helpful. So yeah, drop a like, drop a sub. I'm sorry this has been a bit more of a serious video, but I just wanted to get this out there for people who weren't too sure. But thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.